So there's been a big controversial debate on if Trae Young should be in the 2020 All-Star game because he's been playing so well this season, but the Atlanta Hawks have been so bad. So at this current moment, the Atlanta Hawks are 6-25, worst record in the NBA. So today we're going to get Trae Young some help. We are going to be doing a realistic Hawks rebuild. So there's been a lot of heat on Travis Swank, who's the GM of the Atlanta Hawks, for not really constructing a well enough roster around Young in the offseason. They didn't really fulfill that backup point guard spot. They added like Evan Turner, not the best option, or excuse me, Alan Crabb. They didn't really add anybody because Alan Crabb isn't a point guard. They just didn't really add that talent. It's Jabari Parker was kind of your best signing. Not ideal when building around a potential superstar. So yeah, we have Trae Young. Obviously, he's going to be the focal point of the video. Shooting guard, I mean, I think Kevin Herter could be a fine role player for us. I don't think he's going to be a starter for us to win the championship. So I like DeAndre Bembry too, but he is 25, and I might value Herter over him. And I just, he's too small to play the 3, too tall, and like not enough ball handling to play the 1. So I don't know. DeAndre Hunter, I like him more as a 4, but I think he can guard 3s. And I think he can develop to a really nice 3-and-D player. I thought he was a little bit of a better rebounder coming out of college, but he's just not. But he'll be a big part of this video. Obviously, if we maybe come down a trade for a superstar down the line, he'll probably be like the #1 part of it. Evan Turner, still here. He'll be gone after this year. Vince Carter probably will retire. I think Cam Reddish is going to definitely benefit from being in the G League. He wasn't good last year at Duke in the ACC. He hasn't been good this year for the Atlanta Hawks. You can see those shooting percentages. Horrible. So I think he can benefit from being in the G League, and yeah, we'll give Vince Carter one last go. Power forward, another potential player that could just be around Trae Young in this video is John Collins. He's 22 years old. He's only played, I think, like 6 games this year, or not even that. He has played, let's say, yeah, 6 games because he was suspended, but I think he can be part of our future. He won't get the max rookie extension this offseason, but he will next offseason. Jabari Parker, not a horrible player, not a great player. He'll probably be gone after this year. Same with Chandler Parsons, and we definitely need to find a center. Alright, so I'm going to be signing Troy Williams just for the sole purpose of being able to send Bruno Fernando to the G League. So yeah, I'm pretty much giving 35 to Trae Young, 34 to Kevin Herter, 33 minutes to DeAndre Hunter, and 34 to John Collins. We're just going to develop the young guys and tank so we can land a top pick in the draft, and I'll see you guys at the end of season #1. We're 6-25. I don't know if we'll win more than 20 games this year. All right, so I'm kind of shocked because this Atlanta Hawks team went 31-51. I really thought we weren't going to hit the 20-win threshold mark. Funny enough, Trae Young actually got All-NBA first team on a team with 31 wins. But yeah, you can see Trae Young's stats. Incredible. 30 points a game, 7.5 assists, that said. Over a steal game, over 4 rebounds, and shot 42% from 3. Yes, his offense is amazing. One of the best offensive point guards in the league. Arguably could be the best offensive point guard in the league already. I mean, that might be a stretch because obviously you still have Damian Lillard and Steph Curry. But his defense, on the other hand, isn't very good. It arguably could be the worst for a point guard in the league. So we're going to have to really find that shooting guard that can complement Trae Young on that side of the ball. Jabari Parker, he was fine. He probably won't be back unless he wants a really cheap contract. John Collins, about 14 and 10. I was hoping he would average more close to 20 and 10 like he did the year prior. DeAndre Hunter had a pretty poor rookie year, at least shooting the ball. Kevin Herter didn't shoot well either, which is unfortunate. And Cam Reddish, let's see what his overall is going to be going into next year. It will be a 76. I'll take it. So the LA Lakers win the 2020 NBA Finals, and LeBron James is your Finals MVP. If you're curious, they did sweep the Celtics in obviously 4. So let's go to the draft lottery here. Let's see if 2K will give me some luck here. We're at 5. If we drop to like 7 or 8, I don't know if we could drop. No, I think we can drop to 8. That would suck. Let's hope we get some luck here and we can rise in this instead of fall. Let's see. Come on, 2K. And we drop to 7. Ugh. This dreadful season for the Hawks ends up with the 7th pick in the draft. So I'm debating firing Lloyd Pierce, but I'm going to give him one more year. You know what? 31 wins is all right. If we win like 35 plus next year, he'll be the coach. If we don't, he probably won't be the coach going forward. So NBA draft time now. We can hope that somebody slips. I really wanted Anthony Edwards or James Wiseman. And I mean, we could pull what the Mavericks did with the Hawks and try to trade like 7. We have 23 via Brooklyn from the Alan Crabb trade last year. And then we could probably throw like this Thunder pick in 2022. I don't think I wouldn't give up really a young player in this because I don't really think that's smart. Maybe Bruno Fernando. I think that might be a lot. Like, could that move me up to 4? I'm gonna see how the draft plays out, and if Anthony Edwards or James Wiseman falls to 4, I'm going to be making that trade. Okay, so the New York Knicks are on the clock, and the first pick was LaMelo, second was Wiseman, third was Denny Avdija, who's actually not playing, like, well at all in Israel. I mean, he's not getting a huge opportunity. He's only averaging, like, I think 6 points and 6 rebounds, but he's, like, very young on that team, and, like, he just kind of stands in the corner a lot, which is kind of crazy, because, like, going into the year, I thought he was going to be the stud Luka Doncic type numbers. Not, like, as good as Luka, just, like, him and, like, Doncic and Hazonia type numbers overseas. But yeah, he hasn't been, like, that involved that much, which is crazy that he's still touted as this lottery prospect, and you really haven't seen a lot of him. So what I'm going to offer is the Brooklyn pick, the 7th pick, and it's OKC 2022 first. Or do I offer, like, my first next year top 5 protected? What do you think the Knicks would like more? This is to get Anthony Edwards. So, we'll offer my top... Would they rather get a top 10 pick from us, protected? No, we'll give up the Thunder pick. And then we're going to go to the Knicks here at pick 4. So, 3 first-round picks to move up 3 spots. The Knicks should accept that. They do. Welcome to the team, Anthony Edwards. So, yeah. It went Ball, Wiseman, Avdija, Edwards at 4. Halliburton at 5. Okay, Cole Anthony at 6. The Knicks ended up taking RJ Hampton at 7. So they might have liked him all along. So we are going to sign Edwards. He will be the backcourt pairing with Trae Young. I hope his defense can develop and kind of help Trae on that side of the ball. So now, Atlanta really hasn't been a huge free agency destination. It's been, what, Paul Millsap? And I can't even recall if they traded for Paul Millsap or they signed him. I believe they did sign him. But yeah, Atlanta really hasn't signed huge free agents. So I'm really not going to go that route. But for the center market, we do desperately need a center. Now, 2 names come to mind that really aren't superstars that if we give them money or we give up assets for, I think we can get. One is Andre Drummond, who will be a free agent, and the other is Steven Adams. Now, I think there's been some Steven Adams Hawks rumors recently, and in this game, if I can give up 2 seconds and a player, I would do that. I don't know if I would want to give up a first, maybe a first down the line for Steven Adams, but I'm not giving up an immediate asset for Steven Adams. So we are going to... Okay, so Jabari Parker declines his player option. I mean, I'm not going to get Anthony Davis, but I think we will offer Andre Drummond the max because we will have the cap space. I will give Brent Bree the qualifying offer. So Andre Drummond has a bunch of offers. Now, he might go to Toronto. Wow, okay, but that's not even 100 interest. So I think we can actually lock up Andre Drummond. We're going to overpay for him. Yeah, we're going to give him like $40 million a year, but we are in Atlanta, so we kind of have to do so. I'll give him a player option, not a no-trade clause, and it should be enough to land Andre Drummond, which is sweet. Now, I will offer Brandon Ingram the max. It'd be sweet if they don't match that, but they probably will. So we're going to offer those 2 guys deals. And then, Evan Fournier would be somebody interesting to go after, but it looks like he will go back to Orlando. And he doesn't really fit our timeline as much. He's a little bit older, but he's still only 27, but we do have Anthony Edwards and Herter. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Montrezl Harrell would be nice in the pick and roll with Trae Young, so we could see that if we don't get Drummond, but it looks like we will get Drummond. And anybody else, really? Nobody's super young. I mean, we can look to bring back Jabari Parker. But yeah, there's really nobody crazy that's like catching my eye. So, do we get Andre Drummond? We do. So, we don't get Brandon Ingram. Vince Carter, I guess, didn't retire for some reason. But hey, shout out to him. I'm not going to bring back Alex Stein because now we have the Drummond-Fernando frontcourt tandem. So, I'm going to renounce the rights on Len and on Jones. I'll still keep a tab open on Jabari Parker. So yeah, the Pelicans matched the deal on Brandon Ingram. So if we look at our roster, we need a backup point guard. Okay, so that's what I need to go after. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drummond will be 8. Backup point guard will be 9. Okay. I mean, it's not going to be Fred VanVleet. Goran Dragic is a little bit older. Collison, it's not really too realistic. Elfrid Payton wouldn't be a terrible point guard. As a backup, I could use that. Chris Dunn as well. Like a good defensive point guard off the bench. You know what? I'm going to offer Chris Dunn a 2-year deal worth about $12 million. I do value his defense. So let's see. Do we land Drummond and Chris Dunn? And we do. Okay, sweet. So we have 9 guys that I'm comfortable playing with. And I will see you guys at player progression. So Trae Young is a 90 overall. Drummond 88. Collins 85. Hunter went up. And then obviously Reddish and Fernando went up, benefiting from the G League. All right. I'm comfortable going next year. I think we could win more than 31 games next year. So I think we accomplished the 2 most important needs of this offseason. 1, adding a rim protector center. We got that in Andre Drummond. And that's actually kind of the best possible guy we could have got. Him or Wiseman were probably at the top of my board. And then we added that kind of second guy that we can pair with Trae Young for our future. I didn't think Kevin Huerter is the guy there. And I think Anthony Edwards could be. So we're going to see how the Collins-Hunter 3-4 works out. But I think it's going to be all right. I think Collins can definitely stay at the 4. His defense does have some questions, but I think Drummond can help him on that side. And we'll see how Hunter works out. So I'm going to send Anthony Edwards some type of potential. And then I'm also going to send it to Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter. So Hunter's now an A+. And let's see what Cam Reddish is at. He is at an A. All right, guys, so here's the rotation going into the 2020-21 season. We got Trae Young, Anthony Edwards, Hunter, Collins, Drummond, like I said, and a bench of Herter, Reddish, Fernando, Dunn, and Bembry getting a couple minutes a night. Since the proficiency is balanced, 3 stars, we will roll with that. And then our preseason power ranking, according to NBA.com, is 21. I think we can make the playoffs in the East. We'll see, though, and I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2. So we actually exceed expectations by a lot, and we go 48-34 in year 2. So that is most definitely going to keep Lloyd Pierce his job for the coming season. So Trae Young averaged 25.5 points this season, 8.5 assists. Holy crap, he was 50, 40, 90. 52, 46, 91. Oh my god, he had a true shooting percentage of 68%. Anthony Edwards had a really solid rookie year, 16.5 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, over a steal a game, 45, 34, 77 splits. Those are solid. Andre Drummond, 15 and 14, also over a steal, 2 blocks a game. I love that. Hunter, 15, 4, 2.7. You know what? He shot great from 3. 39%. Wow, that's actually amazing. Not great from the field, but I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. That's kind of like Devontae Graham-esque, like this season, percentages-wise. And, okay, Collins did take a step back. We kind of have to realize if he's a max player or not. I think we're going to give it to him. I think we are, because we really are only paying Andre Drummond. We don't have to pay Trae Young until the following season, and then Hunter the year after that. So, I mean, I think I'm going to give Collins about 22 to 24 mil a year, and not really regret it. Reddish was okay. Okay, you know what? Shooting percentages, a lot better. Maybe not great from 3, but I'll take 43 from the field. Kevin Herter, 37 from 3. I don't know if I'm going to move on from him. We'll see. I don't have to trade him yet. He's not a rookie max extension, or he's not rookie max extension eligible until the following year. And then there's Chris Dunn, Fernando, and Bembry. But I think for the playoffs, I'm not going to play Bembry as much. So we're going to give him, 0 minutes. We're going to go 15 here. We're going to go like 21 to Reddish, 25 to Herter, and then let's go like 31 to Hunter, 33 to Edwards, and we'll go like 32 to John Collins. Sure. So round 1 of the playoffs, we are taking on KD and Kyrie of the Brooklyn Nets. Also Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, DeAndre Jordan, Karis LeVert, Ricky Rubio. They have interesting. Maybe they traded like Karooks and like someone. I don't know, because they also have Ty Jerome. All right. Or maybe Torian Prince they traded. Phoenix is in the playoffs, so I don't feel like checking. So let's see how this round goes, or this series goes. And we actually win in 7. All right, Lloyd Pierce is now earning a contract extension based off this season. Now we're taking on Toronto, who did they try signing? Oh, Drummond, right? But they are starting Norman Powell, so it looks like they might have lost Van Vliet. They have Carroll Bullock, Ennis Cantor, Whiteside, a couple new faces here. So I think they are beatable. So I don't know. Maybe we'll be a surprise ECF finalist this year. Just kidding. We were down 3-0. We win 1, but we get gentlemen swept by the Toronto Raptors. So the LA Lakers go back-to-back, and AD is your finals MVP. So the draft lottery, maybe I could have traded my pick instead of that OKC pick, and I should have, but it's all right. So yeah, the OKC or the Thunder have the second highest odds. So that 2022 pick next year is going to be very valuable for the Knicks. So let's see how this goes. We're not in the lottery. Obviously, we are going to have, let's see, the 22nd pick in the draft. Might look to move it. I mean, I don't know really what I can get for him. Like, I have a player yet. I do not. So, I don't know what I can get for the pick. We can definitely see what I could get. Brook Lopez, I don't really know. Larry Jr., there's actually a bunch of player options. I mean, Beverly's definitely an upgrade over Dunn, really, at that specific niche as the backup point guard or niche. But is it really worth it? He's a lot more money, and he's older. I don't think that's worth it. Tyus Jones, I do like, but I don't know. It's not really a huge upgrade over Chris Dunn. Alfred Camino. I mean, I can get a future first. Armando Bacot from UNC, but I have Fernando. I mean, that would be if like I was letting Fernando walk, but I don't think he's a free agent yet. So what I'm going to do is just take a first-round pick from a future from a team. So we're going to get this 2022 top 3 Boston pick. I'll take that. So we're going to bring back Young, Hunter, Herter, and Reddish. Now, Kawhi, Paul George both opt out. So I hope they don't go to the East. We are going to give John Collins the rookie extension. Do we have any other free agents? Wow, look at this class, man. That's crazy. Where's Giannis signing? San Antonio. All right, get him out of the East. I love it. Don't let him sign with the Knicks. Kawhi. Charlotte. All right, whatever. So Bembry, I'm going to let walk. Collins, I'm going to match whatever deal he gets. So Collins is about to get a deal from the Heat. Please don't be too much annually. All right, about 23 mil a year. I'll take that. 3-year deal. We're going to match that, obviously. How much is Graham going to get paid? Wow. Suns are going to pay him. Him and Booker would be a very fun backcourt. So yeah, we have our 9. Let's go into next year's season. So we do have 2 90s going next season. Young and Drummond. Collins is an 86. Edwards is an 80. I'm expecting a big year from him. Hunter, Herter, Reddish, Fernando, and Dunn, I think could be all compliments to each other. We have no player above 30. So I really like our young core here. Because basically that's our whole team is our young core. So I'm going to send Anthony Edwards, ton of potential. I think I'm going to send Hunter as well, as he will still be a starter for us. And then we will send it to John Collins because, you know, it was a little bit of a disappointing season last year. I'm hoping he can average more of like 15 and 10 this year. All right, guys, so here's the rotation. Young, it's basically the same as last year. Now, if we don't really show any signs of improvement based off last year, I think I know where I'm going to go in the offseason. I think that's going to be to find a solid sixth man. Maybe move on from Herter or just find another option. Maybe trade Reddish. I don't know. But yeah, that's the team. System efficiencies, 3.5-star balance. Now, oh, we do have a 4-star, and that is 7 seconds or less. So I'm going to change Pierce's preferred system to that. And our preseason power ranking, according to NBA.com, is still low. It was low last year, though, so whatever. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3. And let's hope we can get out of round 2 this year, which would be crazy. Alright guys, so maybe it's due to just us being a young team, so everybody's playing, there's no load management involved, but we go 64-18 in year 3. Lloyd Pierce is your coach of the year. Yeah, this was a great year for us. So we are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, taking on the Pistons in round 1, who I believe had most improved player in Lonzo Ball. Wow, they actually have an interesting team now. Well, yeah, they don't have Drummond, obviously. Isaiah Stewart from Washington. They have Steven Adams, Christian Wood, who's actually a pretty solid player. Chris Boucher, Sekou Doumbouya. They have Fred VanVleet there. Michael Porter Jr. Don't know how they got him. Actually, kind of curious. Yeah, that's not here. Never mind. I wonder what they gave up, though. Maybe like Luke Kennard or something. But yeah, here are the stats. Trae Young, 24 points, 10 assists. Oh my, just crazy numbers from Trae. Trae's a beast. DeAndre Hunter, though, 20 point per game score. Did not expect that from him. And he shot 41 from downtown. Yes, DeAndre. Edwards, 16.5 points, a very similar season to his rookie year, but his percentages went up, which is great to see. Drummond, 14 and 14, love that. Collins, 14 and about 10, I'll take it. You know, I wanted 15 and 10, I'll take, it's more 13 and 10, I don't know why I said 14. And he shot 34% from 30, I'm with that. There's Herter, Reddish, wow, we had 7 guys in double figures. And then there's Fernando and Dunn. We definitely had to be the best offensive team in the league, yeah. By far. I guess in those numbers, by far. A lot of points per game. Our defense was still top 10. Our defensive rating, or offensive rating, was really good, and our defensive rating was about similar, a little bit worse to what it was, I think, points per game wise, maybe 3 spots lower. So, we're taking on Detroit in round 1. I would be very shocked if we do lose this series, and we win in 7. The one bad thing about PC is it goes so quickly, so you could just get swept or just lose so quickly. So we're taking on Boston. Kemba, Smart, Brown, Tatum, Bol. All right. Kind of scary. Scotty Barnes, Khalil Whitney, who is from Kentucky. Barnes, I believe, is from Florida State. So their bench, a little weaker towards the back end, but kind of so is ours. So I'm not too confident about this series. Wow. Another 7-game series victory. And we're taking on the 7-seeded Nets, who don't have Dinwiddie, or they moved them to the bench. They don't have Dinwiddie. All right. So maybe their bench is a little bit worse. They brought Bojan back after spending his rookie days in Brooklyn, or New Jersey, not Brooklyn. They got Josh Green from Arizona, so Trendon Watford from LSU. So we'll see how the series goes. I think we should be fine, but I don't want to be too cocky. Okay, we win at 5, and we're in the NBA Finals, and we're taking on an 8 seed in the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is what I am talking about. Very lucky there. We're taking on Jordan McLaughlin, Wiggins, Rocco, Mirotic, and Cat. So a very similar team to what they have now. I mean, McLaughlin is at the starting point guard. They have Maxey, Culver, Wayman, Trae Mann off the bench. Trae Mann's Florida, right? Yeah. So they beat the Warriors in 5, Zion and the Pelicans in 5, and the Suns in 5, who have Devontae Graham, Devin Booker, Killian Hayes, Denny Via, Aiden. That's a fun roster. Oh my god, I wish I could play with that team. Alright, so let's see how this goes. We should be fine. Let me simulate really quick. Okay, simulate. We're up 2-1. So can we go up 3-1 and then potentially win in 5? Let's see. So don't blow this, don't blow this, don't blow this. There we go. We win by 5, and we are going on to game 5 here, which will be at home in the Peachtree Sunkist. I forgot what it's called. It's Peachtree. I believe it's the Peachtree State in Atlanta, or of Atlanta. Yeah, of Atlanta. Or maybe I should say of Georgia. Jeez, this is embarrassing. You know what? It's 7 in the morning. Give me a break. But yeah, it is looking like we are going to be NBA Finals champions in year 3, which is a little bit quicker than I thought. I literally didn't think we were going to win in year 3. I thought like year 4 was the goal. But I'll definitely take this. So yeah, gonna hop in, play a little bit with Trae Young, and I'll see you guys in the game. All right, so Trae Young is kind of flirting with a triple-double. 27, 8, and 7, damn. Cam Reddish is currently in. Drummond has 19 rebounds. Edwards has 16. I mean, I would like to see Atlanta go after Drummond. Why not? Like, why not? Make you better. I mean, Drummond isn't like a person to die over. He's not going to put you to championship contender status, but like, at least he'll make you respectable. At least he can possibly make you a playoff team or put you on that route or route. I don't know why I said it like that. I just think they should. If the Pistons are going to bring him back and he's looking for a max deal, I think you give it to him. I think you give him a 4-year deal worth not 160, like 130, 120. Give him over 30 mil, give him like 32, 33 annually, 4 years. By the time he's a free agent, or by the time it'll be an expiring, Trae Young will be up. So it's like you can just put all that money there. So yeah, I think the Hawks should definitely go after Andre Drummond if the Pistons don't bring him back. And they were gonna go after Adams anyway. So like, I mean, why not pay the extra? Like, get 2 more years of Drummond, who's younger, who's better than Adams, and he'll be what, an extra 8 mil. 9 mil a year. I mean, I say that like it's only an extra 8 mil, 9 mil, but like, you know what I mean. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I just took like a mid-range with Andre Drummond. Let me actually like try to get a 3 with Trae Young. They're playing him really tight, but it's not, you can't play Trae Young that tight because he's just too good anyway. No matter where you're guarding him, he's gonna knock it down. He's got no shooting sleeve on though. Interesting. He looks weird with that one. All right, so yeah, Anthony Edwards, I think I would really like to see him in Atlanta. Him or Wiseman would be pretty fun. I mean, it would be cool, too, for Edwards because he plays at Georgia. I don't know if he's from Georgia. Wow, that was a weird fadeaway. And he hit it anyway. Now he's from California, but I guess, like, he could stay in Georgia if he went to the Hawks. But yeah, we do win it all. Trae Young is the Finals MVP. You could have guessed that. Maybe it was Hoodie Strauss that got me that title in 3 years. Who knows? But yeah, that is going to be for me. I hope you guys did enjoy today's realistic Hawks rebuild. Let me know in the comments what you thought, or just let me know, do you think Trae's an all-star this year? I mean, he's playing like an all-star, but do you think he deserves to go just based off the Hawks' success? Well, success, you know what I mean. But yeah, that is going to be for me. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace, y'all.